ladies and gentlemen, for 10 rounds of heavyweight explosion. Your judges at ringside for 10 rounds, Kenny Santos, Barry Orgeron, and Elmo Adolph. And your referee, Mr. Johnny Femia Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the combatants. In the blue corner from Tampa, Florida. He stands 6'2" tall, weighs 202 pounds, 16 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 10 of the wins by knockout. He's the 2-time Florida Golden Glove champion in the gold trunks with the black trim, Michael Gold Rush. And in the red corner, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 6 feet tall, 208 pounds, with a professional record of 13 wins, 11 losses, all 13 wins by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-time Florida Golden Glove champion, 2 times National Golden Gloves, in the black trunks, it's Art the Mad Boxer Pendergrass.
Giving you pre-fight instructions in the dressing room. Once again, I caution you to obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. We're going 10 rounds. Let your gloves come out, sound the bell.
Artis Pendergrass, 6-pound weight advantage over Rush. Rush, though, with the big height advantage. And interestingly enough, though, the reach advantage still goes to Pendergrass. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. Rush, 2 years older, a late starter at age 30. And we're scheduled for 10. Mike Rush, he's in the gold shorts. Artis Pendergrass in the black. Interesting point in the open that you made, Obed, and to see Pendergrass had quite a stellar amateur career, and it hasn't translated at all to the pro ranks.
Yeah, or sometimes, you know, boxers, they're in the amateurs, professional boxing is totally different than amateur boxing. They can't make the conversion, they get tight, they won't relax, and then the rounds really, you know, kind of scares them more than you should. They never come accustomed to it.
Somewhat of a suspect chin, which may have showed up in the pros. He's been stopped 3 times. One time by Ezra Sellers, way back in '96, early on in Sellers' career, too. Layman Brewster, up-and-coming heavyweight, stopped him in 1 round. And Maurice Harris, the same Maurice Harris that lost a controversial decision to Larry Holmes, stopped Pendergrass at Pendergrass' last fight, and that was in December.
Okay.
This past year.
Yes, you know, I'll tell you what, Pendergrass is a tough little scrappy guy. All he needs to do, he's a lot stronger than he looks. You know, I'm pretty sure he is stronger than Mike Rush. But Mike Rush, as you can see, is a more polished boxer. And, you know, he's not really letting anything that Pendergrass is doing really affect him too much. He's just sort of filling Pendergrass out, hoping he can catch him with something early. If not, he'll take it back to his corner.
Pendergrass, though, has some very good punching power in his 13 wins. They all came by way of knockout. Michael Rush, somewhat of a suspect chin where he's concerned as well. But every time he seems to get something rolling early on in his career, he's rattled off, you know, his first 9 wins. He runs into a guy named Chavez Francisco, not exactly a household name. He gets stopped in 2 rounds. Gets things rolling again, including a big win over Sam Hampton. Gets knocked out by Josh Immorardi.
You know, it's hard to tell what's going through a fighter's mind right before any particular fight. You know, he just got caught with a nice straight right hand by Pendergrass. But he looks like he's really relaxed, and I don't think that's really going to phase him too much. He's looking to counter punch. But as I was saying before, you really don't know what's going through a fighter's mind until he steps in the ring.
Nice body work on the part of Pendergrass. Given right back by Michael Rush.
Get that jab off. There you go. Now work off of it.
I think what Arnie should do, what Pendergrass should do, what Pendergrass should do, is he should just take it to him and relax a little bit. Notice how Pendergrass is tight. Notice how his shoulders are. Now I think that will amount to some of his knockouts. Sometimes he gets stuck. He's just real tight.
Not using that jab enough. Kevin Harris screaming at him in his corner, trying to get that jab working. Pendergrass fighting a little stiff right now in round number 1. We're scheduled for 10 on Heavyweight Explosion. Artie Rosenthal along with Obed and Sullivan. Rush showing good leg movement as we come to the end of round number 1.
Everyone has a good luck charm.
That's 800-603-1400.
In between rounds, Kevin Harris, trainer of Artis Pendergrass, asked him how he was doing, and he said okay, but he didn't come out very sincere. But he doesn't look comfortable in there tonight.
As you can see, Arnie, look how tight he is. Look at his shoulders. Look how he screams like he's so tense. So the other guy is obviously relaxed. But what Kevin Harris was telling him to do in this corner was exactly right. He's trying to get a feel for the kid. He's trying to say, hey, how do you feel? You know, he wants to get him relaxed. All he needs to do is relax and let his hands go, and then I think he would have a better shot tonight. And that combination that Pendergrass just put on Rush will definitely loosen the guy up. You'll get happy doing that. You don't want a guy to hit you too much and get used to hitting you, because guys, for some reason, never get tired of throwing punches if they're landing.
Certainly slowed down Rush's game. Rush was moving all over the ring. I thought almost exerting too much energy. And now things are really starting to open up here. And Rush getting suckered into Pendergrass's fight as he works the body nice. I'm not sure that Pendergrass wants to work off the ropes like that.
I'm noticing Pendergrass, a lot of off came off of Pendergrass's punches.
Come on here, Artie. You be the man in there. Let's go. We didn't come here to lose. Let's go, Artie. Get busy. I want power. Shoot them shots back, Artie. You don't take that. You don't need to get hit like that.
Artie is taking too much. Pendergrass is taking too much punishment. It's obvious that the air is just going right out of his sails. If he continues in this manner, this fight is not going to go that long.
And you think Pendergrass is taking too much?
Yeah, I think Pendergrass is taking too much. If you notice the last combination, I believe Rush came out of the end of the combination. If you saw Pendergrass when he stopped throwing, he started floundering around the ring. Look at him. He's not under his feet. So, that's an obvious sign that the guy's kind of like he's losing his focus and concentration.
Good stiff jab there from Michael Rush. Rush doesn't seem very busy though either. He seems content to be able to try to move out of the way and every once in a while counter. I think Pendergrass certainly to this point with 40 seconds to go in round number 2 having the busier round of the two fighters.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but I think Rush is what he's doing. He's just trying to let Pendergrass have his little fun for these first 2 rounds. He's filling it out. Rush has landed a couple of good shots, a couple of good left hooks. Nice right hand right there, another left hook. And he's just going to bide his time a little bit. Don't get caught with anything early.
Artis Pendergrass, he's in the black shorts. Michael Rush in the gold. We're scheduled for 10 on the explosion.
I like what Pendergrass is doing with the aggressiveness, but I don't like the wild punches.
Interesting to see how the judges like it or don't like it as we come to the end of round number 2. We're scheduled for 10.
And also get free caller ID box. So order caller ID now and save like wild from Bell Atlantic.
Round number 3 of a scheduled 10-rounder. Michael Rush coming in tonight 16-3, 1 draw, 10 wins by way of knockout against Artis Pendergrass. He's in the black shorts. 13-11 with 13 knockouts. Never won a fight by way of decision. And an interesting second round, but I know that you thought it was a pretty good round for Rush, but I thought Pendergrass did enough and was the busier of the 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enough at least to pull out the round and have the fight even.
Well, believe it or not, even though I thought Pendergrass was fading a little bit and he wasn't doing the things that he needs to do to win this fight, I got the fight scored 20-18 in Pendergrass' favor. But as you can see, it's just, I'm a fighter. I'm watching the guy. What he's doing is okay. It's good what he's doing. He just landed a nice right hand. He looks like he's losing it up right now. But I just see Rush is coming on a little later. But I hope he doesn't make a liar out of me, Artie.
Well, of course, Pendergrass coming off a knockout loss just 30 days ago to Maurice Harris. Very formidable guy to bring him back against in the likes of Michael Rush. Rush's last fight was in November of last year, going 10 rounds against Mo Wilson. It almost seems like you have to go the distance with Mo Wilson to be allowed to keep fighting in the heavyweight division. You're not going to stop him. He's never been stopped. Oh, and a big left-right combination. Pendergrass hurt. Comes firing back.
Yeah, he's firing back, but he's throwing wild. He needs to calm down, relax a little bit. punches. I like what he's doing now.
Most of those shots being caught on the elbows and on the arms of Michael Rush. Certainly like a big two clubbing rights over the top by Rush. Also has Pendergrass on very unsteady legs right now. Over the top. I think Pendergrass is in a lot of trouble over it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. He needs to relax. He's eating too many good left hooks.
Rush able to just push him back here against the ropes. Pendergrass showing a lot of heart, but I'm not sure how much chin he's showing at the moment. Still over a minute to go in round number 3. Big shots coming in over the top. Now downstairs to the body. Smart move by Michael Rush.
But like I said, I told you, Pendergrass is a scrappy guy. He's going to stand there and take it. And if you don't watch out, if you can't, you don't want Pendergrass to hit you with a wild flailing shot. So what Rush wants to do right now is to step back, pick his shots, let Pendergrass throw his little, throw his stuff on. He's catching mostly Rush on the arms. He's not really landing anything there. But I don't like the fact that Rush is taking a lot of unnecessary punishment. That hands up is not a good style for any fighter.
Oh, right hand lead though, rocks Pendergrass. Is Pendergrass maybe too scrappy for his own good because he's sitting in there trying to trade with Michael Rush and it doesn't seem to be working?
Well, the fact of the matter is he's not a good defensive fighter.
Well, very good. Round number 3 for Michael Rush.
Wouldn't it be great?
Action from round number 3 and a big round for Michael Rush. Artis Pendergrass trying to get something established with the jab.
Okay.
Michael Rush, though, came back with that double left hook and followed by a nice straight